So this is my story.
Now, being an adopted child can leave you with so many questions about your identity, and sometimes a biological family doesn't leave many clues behind to help find the answers. That's been the case for the person you're about to meet. Mount Gambier man Setio Shanahan is now one step closer to knowing where he comes from. And as Elise Baker explains, it's largely thanks to the power of social media.
This trip Setio Shanahan is about to embark on is hardly a holiday, but a journey that could answer a lifetime's worth of questions. So what does it mean to you to be making this journey?
It's just like a dream. Like, I wouldn't say it's a dream come true, because this dream was perhaps never meant to be. Yeah.
So I know you keep this just obviously disappointed I'm not there with him, but he needs to do it himself too.
I need to find answers. I need to find my language and my identity.
Setio was born in Surabaya, Indonesia, and was adopted by an Australian couple in 1983 when he was 2 years old. He was able to easily assimilate into the Aussie way of life, thanks to a family who loved and adored him. But the older he got, the more he longed to know more about where he was from.
I wanted to know what my orphanage looked like, and why I was given up for adoption. And whenever I fill out forms, I still have to write Surabaya, and there was part of me believing that I needed to go back to that place.
Now at 38, Setio's decided it's time to discover just who his biological family is and why they gave him up. But he's been left with few clues to find them. His orphanage has closed down and his adoption documents don't list a family name. But recently he rediscovered a letter his parents had tucked away in the cupboard that would prove to be the key to his past. It's from a field officer who had helped Setio's parents, Brian and Jan, through the Indonesian adoption process, while it advises the newly minted Shanahan family that Setio's biological family do not wish to keep in touch. Decades later, it's given Setio some leads.
Dear Brian, Jan and Setio, I took some photos of Setio's older sisters, but when I offered a question as to whether they were natural full sisters or sisters who were related and close, they elected for the second title. It might be a bit sensitive to be too querulous, so I left it at that.
He went and saw the family and took some photos, which is the photos that have started all this search.
I just totally didn't believe that I actually had 4 photos of my family.
We thought that would be the last contact. I actually thought that would be the last contact. Yeah.
But Setio was certain this wouldn't be the end of his Surabaya story. He posted the photos of the women on Instagram with the caption, "Do you know my family?" and the hashtags Surabaya, Indonesia and adopted. And days later, he got a reply from a girl named Gracie.
It said, "Hey, why do you have a picture of my mum here? Like, who are you? Where are you from? I don't understand." From reading the first one, I was overwhelmed with like a little bit of excitement, a little bit of wow, ET's phone home, like someone's found someone.
It's amazing that, since then, it's what Instagram can do.
She goes, "You've got the family forehead, long and that." So I thought, this is incredible.
Setio's since been in touch with several biological family members thanks to his Instagram post. But exactly how he fits in with his Indonesian kin still remains a mystery. He's worked out that the older woman in the photos was known as Bertha, the female head of the household. She became Setio's legal mother for his first couple of years after one of the unmarried house girls gave birth to him, before Bertha gave him up for adoption. There's a strong suspicion that someone in Bertha's family is Setio's biological father, a secret Bertha took to her grave. She passed away 7 years ago.
Obviously, something or someone needs to be protected. What was her motives? Like, she's pulled a lot of strings in people's lives to make it run all smoothly, but you know, sometimes you can't keep skeletons in your closet forever.
So Setio is now making the long journey from Mount Gambier to Surabaya to bond with these newly discovered family members in person and to see if he can uncover just who his birth mother and father really are.
It has been a little bit difficult because they can't speak English, and they were a little bit frustrated that I couldn't speak Bahasa. The true emotions will transcend any sort of language. That a simple hug and a smile, and I think when the first tear comes, I think it might be all over.
Oh, I hope he gets the answers he's looking for, but we've, said to him, you may not get the answers, but in a lot of ways that doesn't matter. It's just, he'll have that extended family anyway. So he's going to be lucky. He's going to have one big extended family here and another one over there. So I think it's great.
So there we go. Before and what I was able to achieve on my journey to Surabaya. True emotional roller coaster. Even today, I really can't believe what I've been able to achieve, who I was able to meet. They were able to remember me, and now brings a lifetime of new memories. I don't blame anybody. I'm just grateful that I have family that I can love and get to know and dedicate my whole life to, as well as a wonderful family in Australia that will always be who I am, and so grateful that I had so much love to give to teach me how to love myself. This is my story.